The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah! Go Cowboys!
This is Girls Talk, Boys Talk, presented by Invisalign, trusted by over 500 NFL players for their winning smiles. And broadcasting live from Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star. Now, your host, Nicole Hutchison.
Welcome in to Girls Talk, Boys Talk, presented by Invisalign in the SWBC studio. I'm Nicole Hutchison alongside Brianna Aldridge, and we got a boy in the studio, Josh Rodriguez.
Hey.
What's up?
Hey.
Welcome,
Wake up!
We love it.
He knows what's going on.
He
here.
knows what's popping.
Bringing the right energy.
Absolutely. How you doing, man?
Good, how are you?
We're great.
Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to come on any day of the week, just let us know. We're always available, 8 a.m.
8 a.m. every day.
If you need some pink in your life,
I say that in jest because I usually am here pretty early.
That is true.
So anytime
Wake
you guys
up!
need me. Wake up!
See, it's like a thing now.
he's got it.
No,
got it.
but
He's
we've been
tried
saying this. Me and Jazz were here whenever we made, or she made the clip. So
Yeah,
it's been a thing.
it's been a thing, man. It's
I've been a
crazy.
proponent of wake up,
foundation here.
Absolutely. You got to set the foundation.
and I can't not say it when I'm passing by Nicole in the hallway.
Why
Or-
can't you say it?
I can't not say
Yeah.
it.
Oh, I thought you said it can't say it. I said, what's going on?
Every time I see her, it has to
don't
be
know.
like, "What's up?" or
Yeah, I have
"Wake
that
up."
Wake up. Yeah, that is
like a thing.
people's favorite.
That energy is not fake, by the way.
Can't
She's
fake it.
like that all the time.
Yeah, I don't see how I
Yes.
do it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And I have to sit next to her at the game.
Wow.
I get a little space from her if I can see her from
Yeah.
a distance. Yeah.
That's crazy.
But she is this person at the game, and I'm sitting right next to her in the press
24/7.
box.
24/7. You can't fake it, right? Just like the Cowboys offense can't fake it either.
Oh.
Hey, see what I did there?
Get ready for the transitions.
I have to
boy.
leave.
Well, the door's not open, so
Okay.
therefore you can't go anywhere.
Okay.
But yeah, this Cowboys offense continuing to absolutely ball out, and they've been the consistent thing that this Cowboys team has all season long. Another 40-point game, 44 points against the Washington Commanders. Big picture overall thinking, what impressed you guys about this Cowboys offense, Brie or Josh?
Man, what didn't impress? Honestly, this game was, like we said a little bit yesterday, about complimentary football. But Dak is just playing with his hair on fire. And I love the fact that his defense actually came through for him. So he didn't have to answer the same question he's been asked every week at practice. You know, do you feel like you have to be perfect? Do you feel like you have to be more patient and make up for it? Does it feel like you're going to lose the game if you punt twice? Like, that's literally what the storyline was. Like, if you
Well, that's
let
what the defense has been giving you.
like, it's just like crazy because there was kind of a lot of optimism. Obviously, Micah Parsons, yes, but there was a lot of optimism about what this defense can do in a simpler defense under Matt Eberflus, going from Zimmer to him, and you just didn't see any of that translate. A little bit positivity there in the Jets game, and then it just went straight out the window when you faced the Panthers team you should have beaten. So I'm really glad that they pulled it together, but you were also asking questions. How does it look with CeeDee Lamb coming back when Pickens took over as number one? There was absolutely no hiccups there. And I'm just excited to see what those two do, because who knows if this will be like we also spoke about, a Pickens team, the way money is spent and things are handled. But I'm going to enjoy this because having two true number one wide receivers is hella fun.
It's great. And at least at this point, you just want to enjoy the ride. You want to enjoy the ride that the offense is taking you on. Dak Prescott and George Pickens has been probably my favorite connection so far this season, because you just haven't seen Dak have chemistry like that with another receiver outside of CeeDee Lamb since Dez, probably. And like even that was kind of a strained relationship because Dez was coming off of Romo and all of that. So at least for me, watching Pickens, anytime the ball is in the air, it's like, oh, this is going to be a play. This is either going to be
fantastic
PI or he's going to catch it. This is a great play. And for all intents and purposes, if Dak is throwing a 50-50 ball, I mean, it doesn't seem like 50-50 anymore. It's going to be 70-30, and either George Pickens is going to catch it or it's going to be PI, and it's a positive play either way.
Yeah, and what they do for the whole offense, just those two, just watching Ferg pop out of nowhere, is because those two open up the middle of the field for Ferguson, and he's popping off. We didn't see him do much of anything in the end zone last year. Now he can't stay out of the end zone, which every time he scores, I laugh because I'm like, okay, that boy is showing off. He's feeling good. But even after the game, I had to write something about the offense, and I just they're like, you got 2 minutes. I didn't have it was so hard because obviously you want to start with C.D. Pickens, but then you have Javonte Williams, playing out of his mind. Fergie's out there. Turpin didn't get a lot of targets, but he's a big part of this offense. And then I'm like, is anybody watching the way Brevin Spanford is coming in there and taking advantage of his only 22% snaps? But he is when they're scoring, he pushed somebody out the way. I promise you that. So there's just so much to be excited about offensively, and it's a good problem when you don't know what to do with a Flanoy, who was pretty. We were ravishing about him 2 weeks ago. No targets, but he didn't need to be targeted. And then you have a Mingo coming back. We don't know what to do with him. So this is a good problem for this team.
Yeah.
The wide receiver room currently is an excellent problem to have. I mean, it's stacked. And granted, at least on Talking Cowboys, we've been kind of critical of the wide receivers outside of running routes. It's like you have to be able to run block, and you see that more from George Pickens now, especially this last game. He was out there run blocking. He was out there doing his thing, and we've been critical of guys like Jalen Tolbert, where it's like that's not his game. It's not as prevalent for him. But being able to see that now, where the offense is clicking sort of on all cylinders, and now that you see Javonte Williams, which they haven't seen a running back like this in a while, a physical guy that is going to get you yards, it makes those receivers want to run block because it's like we need these yards, we need to get down the field, and that's just an added bonus.
Yeah, I got a chance to have Brock Hoffman on Cowboys Hour yesterday night, and I had asked him, like, did you expect this offense to be this good at this point of the season? He was like, nah. I knew it was going to be good because we got, individual pieces and what we've seen on the film and things like that of what they could bring, but as a collective, no. And so I thought that was pretty unique to hear. But when you talk about George Pickens and CD, Shotty had mentioned it yesterday, in the press conference about how it was time for CD to finally get that compadre or that brother, 1-2 punch. So
An amigo, if you will.
Amigo.
It is.
Don't get her
Spanish
started,
heritage.
please. Don't get her started.
Muy mejor. You don't even know what I said, did you?
Josh is like,
I don't think people that speak Spanish know what you just said.
Hey, it's getting there.
it's okay.
Un poco. All right. Anyways, but yeah, no, it was time for him around his career now, to finally have that guy on the other side, so to speak, to help him with this production because he was getting doubling for his entire career. But what I would love to have seen is finally to get George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb 100 receiving yards. Can we claim that for next week, maybe? I don't know.
Oh,
I mean,
bold prediction? Is that
It's a bold prediction.
I think it's if we're doing
Why not, right?
44 the longest catch and 74 yards the other longest catch, it's possible.
Hey, why not, right?
It's possible. Because those explosive plays, man.
Is that going to be a bullseye or bust? I love that
Josh
segment.
tunes in, and I love that for us.
We appreciate that.
I love that
We're gonna take our first break though because we do have another guest coming on the show in just a few moments. We'll be right back with more Girls Talk, Boys Talk, presented by Invisalign.
Cowboys fans, when it comes to navigating the ever-changing world of tax, your business needs a partner it can trust to tackle even your biggest tax challenges. Ryan is the largest firm in the world dedicated exclusively to business taxes. Our team of tax professionals has local expertise in all areas of tax and can help you uncover savings opportunities you didn't know you had. Learn more about how Ryan can improve your overall corporate tax performance by visiting Ryan.com. Ryan, the official tax partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
When you're on the field, you know what it takes to lead your team and play with confidence. But that confidence shouldn't just stop at game time. It should follow you off the field, too. Join over 500 NFL players who trust Invisalign, the #1 doctor-recommended clear aligner brand. Ready to take the first step towards a smile you'll love? Visit Invisalign.com/NFL and find a doctor near you today. Transform your smile and take your confidence to the next level, both on the field and off.
Discover Aiden, the official luggage partner of the Dallas Cowboys and Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. Known for top-tier engineering and craftsmanship, Aiden offers more than just bags. Originating from Australia and designed in New York, it merges fashion, design, and culture. Used by Dallas Cowboys players, staff, and the entire organization, Aiden provides style and functionality for all travelers. Visit AidenTheBrand.com and use code AidenXCowboys for 25% off your purchase. Travel like your favorite stars with Aiden.
All right, Cowboys fans, this one's for us. If the men in your life bleed blue and silver like we do, I've found the perfect way to elevate their game day rituals. Gillette just released their best razor in Cowboys colors, and it is everything a Cowboys fan could want. The new Gillette Labs official Dallas Cowboys licensed razor combines his Cowboys pride with Gillette's best shave. And with 50% longer lasting blades, it is truly the gift that keeps on giving. Get it while you can at Gillette.com/NFL. Gillette's best shave is also available as heated.
Cowboys Nation, head to Miller Lite House at AT&T Stadium for a free watch party presented by 7-Eleven. Watch the Dallas Cowboys face off against the Broncos in Denver on Sunday, October 26th. Doors open at 2 p.m. and kickoff is at 3:25. So enjoy a performance by the DCC, Slurpee samples, $5 Miller Lites, and more. Claim your free ticket at dallascowboys.com/watch party.
What's your favorite Slurpee?
Ooh, I like banana.
Really?
How often do you have
And pina
banana
colada.
Slurpees?
That's insane.
Okay, yeah. Pina
I like
colada?
to mix it.
Banana.
Don't let them have cherry and blueberry because I'm putting all four in there. I got a lot going on. I like those.
Banana is still crazy. I'm not
So
gonna lie.
good. You
What's
ever had
yours?
it?
I just never seen a banana Slurpee
Really?
available at 7-Eleven, which is a great retailer, by the way. But to be fair, I'm going with wild cherry.
Can't go wrong with wild cherry.
Wild cherry. And was it the raspberry or blueberry? Blueberry.
Blue raspberry.
Blue raspberry.
Yeah.
That
That's a
one?
Nicole
That
thing.
combination.
So mean.
That right there.
Oh, big gulp, son.
Exactly. But you got to layer it, though. It's layers
Yeah,
to it. It's layers
yeah.
to
Oh, I've never
Gotta
gone
have
that
it.
far.
it. You never layered it?
No.
You got to go once.
Oh yeah, I'm in.
I can't do things
Art.
people
Sounds
would
like you're
assume that I would do. You know what I'm saying?
Art.
Strategy. You got
It's like, oh, he definitely does
coordinate.
that. It's like, no, I don't.
It's an art. It's an art.
Sorry.
Woo, you're good. Welcome to Girls Talk Boys Talk, presented by Invisalign in the SWBC studio. Nicole Hutchison, Brianna Aldridge, Josh Rodriguez, Isaiah Stanback. We got the one and only Good Morning Football in here in the house.
No,
Yep.
not even a little
He's
bit.
famous.
I'm talking Cowboys first.
Hey,
that for us.
No, we
talking
love-
girls talk, boys talk.
That's right.
Art.
That's right.
We love the Talking Cowboys crew.
We're talking football today?
Absolutely.
A little bit.
Hey, Cowboys offense. We already talked about a little bit of Dak Prescott, but I do want to ask you guys, when you look across the league right now, where does this Cowboys offense rank in terms of explosiveness and versatility?
Versatility, I would say that it's up there. Explosiveness, I would have to say it's probably top 5. I would say it's top 5.
Explosive offense?
Yeah, explosive offense.
Who are the offenses that are above the Cowboys in your opinion right now?
Well, prior to last night, I was going to say the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're definitely.
I still think that they're explosive.
Mike Evans being out is going to affect that.
Yeah.
Absolutely, but Ibuka's
Ibuka's still Ibuka,
nice.
but he's not. I mean,
He
you got
needs
those two.
Yeah, he needs.
Obviously, Godwin's still gone, so that is a very threatening offense. Who else do we have to put some respect on? You have to put some respect on the Eagles, even though their passing game is just starting to get going. They still have the double-headed monster out there that obviously showed you what they're capable of this prior
Just
reason.
throw him the ball.
Throwing the ball. Yeah. Tulo is figuring it out as the offensive coordinator over there. Who else is explosive offensively?
I would say. Look at the Broncos.
Yeah.
Look at what the Broncos did fourth quarter against the
That was wild.
That was
33 points.
Bro.
33 points in the fourth quarter in the last 6 minutes.
I thought that was a joke until I looked it up.
I hate it.
And then in terms of strategy, I would say the Chiefs. You always have to be concerned with the Chiefs. They just got their last Infinity Stone by getting Rashee Rice back. So now they have Rashee Rice, they have Xavier Worthy, they have they got Hollywood, they got all the guys. They got a lot of weapons.
So let me ask you something. What will it take for Dallas to be number one in your eyes?
For Cavante Turpin to start figuring out life.
That's fair.
Okay.
Yep. If he started if he became a legitimate threat, like consistently, then you would be in danger zone because that's 3 guys that can threaten the safeties, and you're going to be concerned with 2.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. He does have his
that's why
flashes.
teams that have 3 guys are an absolute problem.
What did you see from Cavante Turpin in this last game as far as receiving goes? And he didn't get a whole lot of targets, so I'm curious.
Yeah, I honestly didn't pay much attention to him. I have to go back and watch. Terp, I feel like Terp has to continue to build on his confidence. And I think his biggest competitor has been himself.
Yeah.
Really, when it comes to the receiving game, I think that he's fully capable. I think he has good releases. I think he runs good routes. I think in prior years he hadn't been that confident in his catching ability. I think he has improved upon that substantially through training camp, seeing his growth. But I would like to see him get more chances.
I was gonna say with sorry to interrupt you, but I was just with Pickens and Lamb getting 14 for getting 7. Like, is that more of
Distribution?
Yeah, like I feel like he kind of fades. Like I was just saying before you came, like we were just popping off on Flanoy 2 weeks ago about his, breakout game. But it's like this is a good problem to have because you don't need him. So again, like I thought Terp would be used more because of his speed and what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Going into the game. But yeah, one target. It's like, what can he do, or is that just him not getting open?
I believe
you
that
have targets going to Jalen Tolbert too. So I mean, like to me, it's like get Kevontae Turpin more involved. He now that he is healthy, I think you're going to see that a little more. At least for me, what was kind of staggering in the difference between training camp and now is that during training camp he was jumping for every reception. He was in the air every time. He was kind of one of those body catcher situations, right? You see that a lot less and less and less now as we progress through the season, and that's one of those things that we're told many times that receivers that do that cannot get out of that. That is just the way that they catch the ball, and you're not seeing that now because a large part and due to what Dak Prescott is doing in getting the ball to its spot, right? And getting Kevontae Turpin in good space and getting him the ball where it needs to be. So I think that's a big part of it is Dak with Kevontae Turpin. And of course, like we're saying, all of this is possible. We're able to say we're one of the most explosive offenses in the league because of what Dak Prescott is doing right now.
I think Kevontae Turpin, you have to also keep in mind like that injury, right? And he had told me that foot injury was kind of like nagging a little bit before he actually set out. I believe it was Green Bay, right? Yeah, Green Bay. So I think they were just trying to be a little cautious of putting too much on him in his first game back.
Yeah.
So let's just keep that in mind as well. But in terms of Jalen Tolbert, obviously this offense is clicking with Ryan Flanoy now stepping in as technically a 3 or 4 wide receiver. What's y'all's thoughts on JT, and does that concern you at all with Ryan Flanoy now doing what he was doing previously?
No, they're two completely different receivers. Then neither one of them can do what I guess the other can do. Yeah, I mean, like they complement each other. They don't share the same skill sets. So I don't. There's going to be games where Flanoy is a better option. There's going to be games where Tolbert's a better option. I think Tolbert's your biggest, probably most physical receiver that you have in that room. That's just the reality.
Really?
Tolbert, yeah. I mean, Mingo hasn't shown us anything yet, so I can't throw him into that category yet. But yeah, if Mingo was playing, then yeah, he would be your guy. But Tolbert he's your possession guy, and even though people haven't, Tolbert hasn't been consistently what you would like for him to be in terms of between the lines receiver. But you can't forget about the fact that last year this dude had 7 touchdowns. So I mean, like, as much as you would like to see more development out of him, he produced last year when they relied upon him, when they didn't have anybody else to go to. So he's still a viable option. He just doesn't do anything flashy. He's not fast, right? He's not very quick. He's not. He doesn't do a lot. Not great with the yak yardage. He's a possession guy.
He's a possession guy, but as a defense, is there anything about what Jalen Tolbert does that kind of like, oh man, I need to watch out for this guy. I need to account for Jalen Tolbert, or can you confidently say I can go one-on-one with this guy and I'll probably be all right?
I think you feel pretty confident that you have a good chance on him one-on-one. I mean, but there's a lot of receivers in this league that are just like that, So I mean, every receiver on your team is not supposed to be dominant. Some guys just have to be role players. You have 2 dominant receivers.
And that's what he's done.
That's what he's done. Yeah, that's what he's done.
What about you, Nicole?
What you got? Oh, I'm sorry, what?
No, like I want your thoughts on this as far as like Jalen Tolbert, his role in Kevontae Turpin not seeing as many targets. I'm curious on your side of things.
I've talked to JT, and without like saying too much, I think that he had the expectations of getting more opportunities. Despite GP being here, he truly thought that what he did last year and the year before, being that reliable target, he felt like he was going to get more opportunities, but he hasn't gotten that, obviously. You have CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens, of course, carrying the load. Also Jake Ferguson now in his bag as well, since, after his slump in 2024. But then you have Kevontae Turpin, who, even though he hasn't been consistent, he brings a little bit more different aspect or type of game, so to speak, than JT does. So I think that, I don't want to say too much, but he's feels like he's doing more of the dirty work, more of the blocking, and things like that.
A role player.
A role player, yeah, but which is unfortunate though, because this is a contract year for him, you know.
Yes, it is.
And so I think he would have liked to at least give
Showcase
a little bit more.
But the reality is, he's the sixth best option on this offense.
Yeah.
Sixth.
He's the sixth best option on this offense. You have, let's go. You want to go down the list? Let's go. CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, we got Jake Ferguson, Javonte Williams, Kevontae Turpin, and then you have Tolbert.
And I think that's
Where's Illinois?
Exactly. I mean, I would
Not in there yet. I don't think he's
not there yet?
No.
I think
We've seen one game out of Illinois. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think Cowboys Nation is churning on Tolbert because you see a Illinois come in there and make an impact.
Yeah.
He's
in a
flashy.
way
it's
that's
the new
not-
shiny thing.
And it's exactly.
Yeah.
And I think Tolbert again last year he was supposed to be number 2, and I think the also because of what that offense looked like, it was a mess. But I think Mingo coming in here and them giving up that pick was kind of your first, like, okay, like, yes, he's leading the room, but it's also because of what they had. And then I think Pickens was a clear sign as this is not your role anymore.
Yeah.
And everybody was at his locker as soon as the Pickens trade. And, this is going to get me more, competitive, but it's also going to make me better. And he's just faded more and more. And then Flournoy comes in and faded more and more. And then when Mingo gets healthy, I think it's going to just continue. I don't think Jalen Tolbert I don't think he has a spot on this team going in the future because of what other guys have been able to do. But I will say, anytime Schottenheimer gets a chance to praise Tolbert and what he's been able to do, he does. Dak has a lot of respect for him. Again, he's not the flashy guy. He's not getting a lot of targets, but Dak Prescott trusts him. And we've seen even this year, in big moments, that he will throw the ball to Tolbert.
Yeah. So look at it like this, and this is just the reality of the game, right? Yeah. You understand what your role is. You would like to have more opportunities, right? When I was here, I didn't get utilized for anything. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I had freaking T.O. and PC, and like there's other guys. Like, okay, those guys are much better than me. I get it. Okay, cool. So you revert back to your role. Like, well, how can I contribute? That's what Tolbert is here. And it sucks. On any other team, maybe it would be different. But I give you guys just an example. On the Kansas City Chiefs, we know that Coach Reed does a great job of distributing the ball, getting it out to everybody. Mahomes does a great job. Do you know who their sixth best option is? Juju Smith-Schuster.
Oh, okay.
Juju.
He's their sixth best?
He's their sixth best? Absolutely. Okay, I hope you guys, Xavier Worthy, Hollywood Brown, Rashee Rice, Travis Kelce, Isaiah Pacheco.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
He's their sixth best option. Now, they still find a way to get him in the ball, but you're not hearing his name with the expectation of him making big plays all the time. He's a role guy. Regardless of his abilities on that roster, he's a role player. So you have to understand that, Tolbert, you make contested catches. You're not quick, so it's always going to be a contested catch, right? Somebody's going to be in your hip pocket because you don't create separation. That's your style of play. And you make contested catches. You're good in the red zone, okay? And you're a blocker because you're one of our bigger receivers. That's your job.
And impressive catches too. He's had some really
absolutely.
impressive catches.
Like, that's your job. Like, and that's okay. And guess what? When your contract's up, somebody out there is going to value it, and it most likely won't be the Cowboys.
Yeah.
And you have to be okay with that.
Yeah.
You just have to put your best foot forward
Absolutely.
here while you're here.
The best tape you can. Put the best tape you can out there so that somebody else sees what you're capable of and says, I want that.
Yeah.
He'll definitely have another team, but
I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you.
Don't give me the look.
I know we mentioned Jonathan Mingo. Shotty talked about activating his 21 practice day window yesterday in the press conference. So talk a little bit about him, the expectations. Obviously, they traded for a 4th-round pick for him. Obviously, want to be a little cautious and ramping those guys up. But, Jonathan Mingo, expectations for him when he does get healthy. Okay, you're looking at me like.
I don't know. I don't know what the
Taking the hit is crazy.
expectations can be at this point. Like we're talking about.
What have you seen?
You have Tolbert as your 6th best guy. You have Flournoy, who's on the come up and had one great game, but it's like you would like to see more of that. Where are the targets going to go for Jonathan Mingo at this point?
That's fair.
Or Mingo.
What?
Yeah, and it's like
But it's a good problem to
you'd
have.
wish that he were healthier early in the season so that he could already be in this sort of rotation of guys that are getting the ball. But at this point, it's like you said, it's a great problem to have.
Yeah.
I'll take it. And this is the NFL. Injuries are going to happen. So, who knows when the next opportunity is going to be for him. I want to see him out there. And if he can contribute more than what we're seeing from Turpin or JT, I mean, yeah, I'm down. I'm down to see it. I just haven't seen it.
Yeah. What have you seen from Mingo that you feel like this offense would need?
Oh, nothing yet.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just being realistic. Like, that's it. So, like, what do I expect to see out of Mingo? I expect for him to be one of the core special teamers. That's what I expect to see out of Mingo.
You would love to see yak ability from.
I would love to see that. I mean, but
Jonathan
the reality,
Mingo, because of his frame, because of his ability,
But
I would love to see a guy that, because we have a lot of receivers, tight ends included, that it's like they will get the ball and that's where they're stopping to.
But who are you swapping out for Mingo? Are you swapping out Turpin?
No.
JT.
Are you swapping? You're swapping out JT for Mingo?
Just to see.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, if you're going 3 wides, I mean, who you got to take out Turpin?
Yeah.
How often do you go 4 wides? Not often.
Right.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? So like, he's a special teamer.
Let me correct myself. His 21-day practice window is coming to an end. Said that wrong.
Oh, yes.
So I wanted to make sure that
he has to be activated by,
There we
what is
go.
it, Wednesday?
Wednesday, and Shotty said that they will activate him. Let me correct that as well, but keep going. Sorry.
So they will activate him.
They will activate him. This is what he said.
So somebody else will be sitting down.
Or else he is on IR the rest of the year if he's not activated.
Yeah. So who are you taking off the roster?
I don't know. Yeah, he said.
You know what I'm saying? Like that. Those are the hard questions. The hard answer. Well, no, hard
Fine.
situations that these front office people are faced with, because like if I'm taking somebody else off the roster, I have to know without a shadow of a doubt. I can't hope, I can't wish, I can't think that you're going to make a contribution. I have to know where you're going to impact this team. And if I know that it's not going to be a receiver because we're just loaded there right now, okay, barring any injuries, then you have to be a core special teamer. You and Sorensen need to be hit the hip. I need to know you're on punt return, kickoff return. I need you on all 4 of those. And if you can't be on all 4 of those,
You gotta go.
you're on IR.
That's fair. All right, we're gonna take our second break here on Girls Talk, Boys Talk. We appreciate you, Isaiah, for hopping on the show.
For shizzle.
What is that?
Throwing
That's
some money.
$1. Throwing money is crazy. That's gonna waste money around here.
Who messed up my
We'll be right
flight?
back with more Girls Talk, Boys Talk.
Cowboys fans, when it comes to navigating the ever-changing world of tax, your business needs a partner it can trust to tackle even your biggest tax challenges. Ryan is the largest firm in the world dedicated exclusively to business taxes. Our team of tax professionals has local expertise in all areas of tax and can help you uncover savings opportunities you didn't know you had. Learn more about how Ryan can improve your overall corporate tax performance by visiting Ryan.com. Ryan, the official tax partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Discover Aiden, the official luggage partner of the Dallas Cowboys and Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. Known for top-tier engineering and craftsmanship, Aiden offers more than just bags. Originating from Australia and designed in New York, it merges fashion, design, and culture. Used by Dallas Cowboys players, staff, and the entire organization, Aiden provides style and functionality for all travelers. Visit AidenTheBrand.com and use code AidenXCowboys for 25% off your purchase. Travel like your favorite stars with Aiden.
When you're on the field, you know what it takes to lead your team and play with confidence. But that confidence shouldn't just stop at game time. It should follow you off the field, too. Join over 500 NFL players who trust Invisalign, the #1 doctor-recommended clear aligner brand. Ready to take the first step towards a smile you'll love? Visit Invisalign.com/NFL and find a doctor near you today. Transform your smile and take your confidence to the next level, both on the field and off.
How does the cheerleader's hair always look so perfect? We asked, and they shared one of their biggest beauty secrets. If you want hair like theirs and confidence to match, use Babyliss Pro styling tools. The Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders use Babyliss Pro curling irons to get those perfect game day curls. To get the hair you see on the cheerleaders, head to BabylissPro.com. Use the code Cowboys20 for 20% off Babyliss Pro tools, the official styling tools of the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. Get the discount while it lasts. Offer may be withdrawn at any time at advertiser's discretion.
The countdown to game day starts with Rally Days presented by SeatGeek. Enjoy performance from Cat Hasty and other local artists. Get a behind-the-scenes look at AT&T Stadium. Meet the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders and alumni and more. Get your tickets for the next Rally Day on November 2nd at AT&TStadium.com/rallyday.
Hey, Bree, you know that Nicole is supposed to be doing those, right? So she just passes the.
Don't do that.
I
Don't come on this show and talk about. Don't do that.
Look,
As the host of the show,
It's too early.
Nicole Hutchinson should be reading all the.
You know what? I'm trying to include everyone.
Ah.
I'm trying to include Bree. I'm trying to include Aisha.
It's about being inclusive on this show. Come on.
Inclusivity.
Come on.
Ah.
Come on, Josh. We're including
That's like,
you.
wait a minute.
Yeah, I feel included.
Like-
Wait a minute.
I feel seen.
It's a family here.
You guys have given me space. I appreciate that.
We love.
I'm happy to be here.
having
Love you, man.
A little.
I love you too,
extra
Nicole.
guests.
It's family.
HR, I mean that
Family.
platonically.
We're like really like
friends.
like family, guys. It's great.
See,
Love
you
that.
can say that, but if I say it, then it's a problem.
The first meeting. Cool.
You professed
Josh
your love for
Rodriguez.
Nicole Hutchinson on air. Not a good idea. I've had a lot of
dead.
slip-ups on air, so.
It's wild. We know. Oh boy, have you? Dang, how's that going for you?
That's all right.
Last week. Yeah.
They've never listened to my movie podcast where they say much worse things.
Oh, actually, speaking of the king of movies over here, if you could describe this offense, the way that they're playing right now,
I like where this is going.
Off
to
the
a
dome.
movie that you've seen, what are you going with? Ooh, that was off the dome.
That was impressive.
That was fresh.
That was impressive.
That was impressive.
I'm insulted.
I'll reference a movie that you definitely have seen, Apocalypse Now, directed by one
seen
Francis
it.
Ford Coppola. Yeah. It's an air raid.
It's all good.
Looking at him like, what is it?
Yeah, it's fine. Can you tell us what that's about?
It's a Vietnam
All right.
War movie, but
Cool.
with a lot of air raids and like really impressive, bombs in the air and
We
really
do have
impressive.
those
How
on.
about Oppenheimer? But it's like Schottenheimer, huh?
What is that? All right, now you know I ain't seen a lot of
Oppenheimer
movies. What is
just won Best Picture 2 years ago. Christopher Nolan,
Hey.
Cillian Murphy.
We're losing
Sorry.
points
we
with
doing?
Josh right now.
Sorry.
We're losing points.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Another one that we may have seen.
How about you? What film would you reference? And please don't say. I don't even know.
She's about to say the Toy Story or something.
Don't say a Pixar
I wasn't
film.
gonna say the Toy Story. I think I have this right. I said it. No, that's my problem. I don't really be remembering a lot of movies, but Avengers maybe.
That's what I was
Like,
the vibe.
everyone-
The vibe.
Okay.
Like coming together and
I saw
playing
it,
very
I saw it
well.
when I was at
That's
the
the
gym
one,
on
right?
the treadmill when they all came and started whooping butt.
with the stones, right?
The Infinity Stones?
Infinity Stones. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. There's like 5.
Pickens and CD and
Look at
Turp
that.
and
See what I'm
Zach and yeah.
One bad.
We're here.
Yeah, we're here, man. Sisters.
I like that.
I am inevitable.
Okay, I
That's
don't
Dak Prescott. Okay, all right.
We need to step up
all
our
good.
movie game.
What about you, Bree?
I was.
Oh, she's gonna go with that one.
Yeah.
Oh, you going with Avengers
Yeah.
too? Just stealing her right?
We're literally
Yeah,
twins.
basically.
You know
yeah,
that?
we're like this.
It's fine.
People in the building say we look alike.
Yeah.
That's a true
We
story.
get it all the time.
True
That
story.
is not okay.
Can't make
Yeah,
it up.
we'll talk about that later.
Yeah. Anyways, all right. Run game.
It's the glasses.
Yeah, maybe. Or something else. I don't know. It's fine. But
I think it's that other thing, but okay.
all right. Run game took a step forward. It's been consistent with Javonte Williams, but of course against the Carolina Panthers, just 31 yards on the ground. But Javonte Williams, 19 carries, 116 yards, averaging 6.1 yards per carry and a touchdown. The longest, 33 yards. What could y'all say has impressed y'all the most about Javonte Williams this entire season?
How physical he is.
Yeah.
I did not expect that. I kind of thought he was sort of a, I don't want to say gadget player, but I thought he was just going to be more of a shifty, make guys miss running back. And to see how powerful he is and how he can just drag a pile across the field, it's really impressive. And something that I haven't seen probably since like Zeke's rookie year or DeMarco Murray. Like to me, his run style is so similar to what DeMarco Murray was providing you with just absolute power.
Yeah.
And granted, you haven't seen the fumbles at the same clip as a DeMarco Murray, even though you had a crucial one in Chicago.
Yeah.
To me, it's just how physical he is.
Fair.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I spent his rookie season with him in Denver, and I think he came in as that physical back. That's why everybody was excited for him, but he wasn't that explosive guy, like you said, the shifty guy. We've seen him get those explosive runs, and I think it's a lot of credit to what this O-line has been able to do. Tyler Booker back in there, I saw what him and Terrence Steele are able to do. If you really watch what's going on that film, it's so impressive. And they've been doing it consistently. And I know there's been some, going in about what Terrence Steele, if you look how strong the O-line was supposed to be, was your weakest part, if you will. But when they're together, I think it's just a step up in this run game. And then it's basically Javonte Williams able to just, find the holes. Last week, they weren't able to do it, and they were getting stuffed up there and getting bullied up front. But they took a huge step this week as an O-line. And then Tyler Smith, obviously, and they're healthy. It just seems like the plan is to where Tyler Booker and Terrence Steele are blocking off and then just follow right behind Tyler Smith, and it's a touchdown every freaking time, and it's so fun to watch.
That's what I was going to say is that you've
watch.
Noticed the fact that they're really trusting the fact that Tyler Smith can do a lot of pulling concepts and send Javonte Williams behind him. But, I mean, this offensive line, considering they've battled injuries, they haven't had their starting five throughout the entire year, but now they're starting to get a little bit healthy. What have y'all noticed the difference in terms of the lineup? So, like, you have Brock Hoffman, obviously, at center. When you bring in a Cooper Beebe, what's kind of the difference there when you have those different, I'll say, rotations?
I think Cooper Beebe is deceptively strong. Like, I don't think people give him enough credit for that and how he's able to sort of hold his spot. At least for me, Brock Hoffman is going to be that more vocal leader, which a lot of people are aware of. I mean, they see the eye black, they see what he's able to do is in terms of like gathering the troops, as if you will, and the chemistry is there for sure. But I think you miss sort of the stability that a Cooper Beebe brings you. I would love to see more of that. But then again, you have two really impressive games from Brock Hoffman. Panthers game notwithstanding, I don't know what happened there. That was awful. And then if you consider this last game where they were like, oh yeah, let's put Schoonmaker, let's have him block Deron Payne. At the goal
I don't
line.
like that. Why not Brevin Spanford if we're going to do that?
Well, why put a tight end on
that too? But if you're going to do it, why not a Brevin Spanford?
I understand, but that was just a questionable thing. And so it hasn't been perfect by any stretch, but if you look at the Jets game and now you look at this last game, it's impressive what Brock Hoffman's been able to do in sort of keeping that chemistry, but you certainly miss Cooper Beebe in certain ways.
Yeah, excited to see Beebe working his way back in because there's a reason why he's a starter and Brock Hoffman is not. And it's just impressive that Brock Hoffman is able to keep this thing more than just afloat while your starting center is out this much longer. But I think it's also some of the things Beebe's able to do, especially handling. I've literally can see him handing off two people at once multiple times. And to your point, his strength, what have you. But again, the luxury, we talk about it, this is not normal in the NFL. Like, you can't be out four guys on the O-line and have it run as smoothly as it's been. So shout out to Clayton Adams and what he's able to do.
I mean, look at Nate Thomas.
That's another guy that you can, because we were like, wait a minute. Some people were like, is he out playing? Does he have a permanent spot when he comes in?
Yeah.
It was an argument, at least for us. I thought it was an argument. Granted, I would still go with Tyler Guyton, but at that point, it's like, well, I mean, you almost just didn't see a drop-off, period, and almost better in certain circumstances. I think it just depends. You kind of wish you could just mash those two players together to create one perfect
I think
left tackle.
I think Nate Thomas's footwork is a little bit better than Tyler Guyton in terms of consistency.
Yes.
In terms of power, it's more of your Tyler Guyton. Let me ask y'all, who y'all think should be starting left tackle? Do y'all like Tyler Guyton or not Nate Thomas?
Yeah, Tyler Guyton. And again,
the ceiling.
It's just the investment in Tyler Guyton too. Like, he's always going to get it. He has to do some pretty awful stuff consistently to get out of there. Even though Schottenheimer, is the competitive who's the best on the field. But I do feel like Tyler Guyton has definitely take a big step up from what last year, especially talking about just like the penalty issues and things like that. As a team, we didn't really get into it today, but some of those drives that were negated from some of those silly penalties was like, I think even the Jaden Blue, I'm waiting for Jaden Blue to pop off and I'm like, who? But some of those penalties, I'm like, all right. But no, there's a lot to be excited about. And this O-line isn't perfect, but Dak Prescott damn near is, and that's why the O-line looks. Because I see some guys getting through. There, and Dak
on the ground
knows how to get rid of that ball, and it doesn't look that bad. Because he did take a lot of hits in this last game.
He did.
Sacked, but he took a lot of hits.
Yeah, he did.
That's fair.
So.
I thought you were gonna say.
I was gonna say just to counter your point really quick. You have seen Schottenheimer use the compete every day mantra. I mean, it's been in practice. Look at Mozzie Smith being inactive for several games. I mean, that is a big choice. Granted, you had the first round pick investment in that player. I don't think that's the similar situation to Tyler Guyton because the ceiling of what Tyler Guyton is going to give you eventually, and that just takes more repetitions. And at this point, you kind of know what you have in a Mozzie Smith. Yeah. So I don't think he's willing to just say like, oh well, we invested the first round pick on Tyler Guyton, he needs to be out there whenever clearly Nate Thomas is the better option, and it's not clear.
Yeah,
and those guys are
close
competing.
enough.
They're competing.
Yes,
that's the key word.
That's fair. Who on this offensive line has taken the biggest step this season from week 1 to week 7? Well, now week 8.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
His biggest step.
Who do you think, Nicole?
I'm going to go with, Tyler Smith has been the most consistent, so I'll stick with that, but I'll go with the biggest step. Dang.
Yeah, you asked the question.
Yeah, I know,
know the answer, man.
I'm going to say Terrence Steele. Just because obviously even throughout the last couple of years that I've been here and covering the team, he's been the most consistent, but he's always had issues in terms of his blocking consistently, and they've always had to bring a little help with a tight end, but I feel like he's now able to win more one-on-one battles. That's what I've started to see over the last couple of weeks, him improving, and footwork has definitely improved as well. But I mean, he's been like that reliable guy. What he said to Jalen Tolbert, that reliable guy for this offensive line that has battled injuries really the last couple of years. So I'm gonna go with T. Steele.
I don't know if I'll say the biggest step, but I would say who's impressed me the most in living up to the hype is Tyler Booker coming in. Unlike how we saw Guyton kind of having to, get accustomed and going through that, I feel like Booker has been pretty steady in the most part. And I'm not a huge film gal, but when I do see him on film, it is him taking care of his gap, but then also keeping an eye on what's happening in his left, and his ability to be able to shift over and keep whatever way the line is trying to go in that run game. And this is just exciting because I'm a big run ball first type of girl. We didn't get to have these fun conversations last year. And I just think, again, credit to him and what Terrence Steele, to your point, are able to do on that side. That's the way they've been running a lot. And it's solid and it's fun to watch. But I will go with Booker.
For me, at this point, the most impressive has been Brock Hoffman. It is football Brock, like you were talking about in Cowboys Hour yesterday. Shouts to Nicole. Shouts to Brad Sham. Miller Lite Cowboys Hour down DallasCowboys.com. Check it out.
Yeah, it's the best.
It's the best. And the interview was great. And just hearing him talk about how that mentality changes as soon as he kind of draws on the eye black and he's ready to go out there and mess some people up, But for me, the impressive part about it is that you really haven't seen a large drop off in Cooper Beebe being out. Like, I don't think anybody has really been like, oh, God, we need Cooper back right now. It hasn't been that because he's been consistent enough for you to be like, I think the offensive line will be okay. And to have him, to re-sign him in the offseason and keep him here was one of the most crucial things you could have done, because what kind of situation would we be in now if it was just not a no-name guy, but a guy that they would have had to have developed.
Ramp up and things like that.
All of that. Yeah. To re-sign him was such a clutch idea, and I'm glad they did, because he provides something that you don't necessarily have in your starting offensive line, just that kind of grittiness, because it's not like he's scared going up there as a backup.
He's actually nuts. I didn't know this before, but he's a little psycho.
He eats ground bison and eggs and yogurt, dude. Like, I don't want to mess with that guy either.
No.
Also, give me some. Sounds good.
It was definitely different. Tried it.
You tried it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna let. Yeah, we did like a little cooking segment and made it and all that. It was really cool.
Did you not check it out on DallasCowboys.com?
Yeah, like come on.
Sorry.
This is my twin.
Wow.
What's happening?
Sorry.
I don't like
Please.
it. But no, he's a little psycho. He smiled when he said that he enjoys driving guys downfield and pancaking them.
I love that. I love that for him.
He's a psycho.
I too love pancakes. Who doesn't?
A luxury, another luxury for this team.
You know what else is a luxury? The Cowboys win in week 7, 44-22, the final. But we're going to break down more film. Of course, the Cowboys take on the Denver Broncos in week 8. Should be a good one. We're going to dive into the film tomorrow or the next couple of days, and it's going to be a lot of fun. But, Josh, we appreciate you for hopping on.
Of course, anytime.
Love always. Isaiah Stanback, you to go, hopping on. For Brianna Aldridge, I'm Nicole Hutchison. We'll see y'all back here in the morning.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!